Good morning. About half of the viewers of this channel are small to medium-sized business owners and executives outside China. And let's look at this news story from a perspective that's different from what the Wall Street Journal here probably intends. This article is not about you. It's about big Western companies in China who are barely hanging on because Chinese companies have caught up and they're taking market share away from them. So we'll go through it, and then we will make it about you. For Western companies here, the easy money is gone, and international brands are facing new realities. They're changing their products, developing them faster, and cutting prices. They can't afford to leave because there are just too many customers here. Here are some of the richest brands in the world: LVMH, Starbucks, Nike, Apple, Tesla. But today, Chinese competitors are caught up, and Starbucks can't sell coffee anymore with the margins that they used to enjoy, or what they can get in Western markets. 63% of companies here report that local competition keeps them awake at night because Chinese firms are faster to market with new products. Another issue is that these big companies wait on their head offices back in the US or Europe to decide things. One obvious example is in automaking, where VW is having a tough time, but Volkswagen has no choice but to double down here simply to be close to the action. This perfume company, a division of LVMH, didn't have any competition at all, and now they're cutting prices and trying to sign up local celebrities. I've never bought lipstick, but at $90 a tube, Guerlain was lucky it didn't happen a long time ago. IKEA is launching new products and cutting prices in the China market, not at home, of course, but they have no choice but to do that here. Now let's go another way and read this article differently. These are the world's most valuable brands, and they're barely surviving. The easy money is gone, and the biggest companies on earth don't have pricing power in the Chinese market. That's the takeaway. The market here will not sustain the high profit margins they're used to in the US and Europe, but they can't afford to leave either. What's more, it's not these top companies anymore teaching Chinese how to do business or how to innovate. It's the other way around. The country is a critical innovation hub to learn from. Starbucks is getting killed by local Chinese companies, and they sold off most of its Chinese steak. 20 years ago, the Chinese didn't drink coffee at all. Most Chinese my age have never even finished a cup of coffee because they think it tastes terrible, and they wouldn't fork over $5 for a cup no matter how much they liked it. But guess what? There are enough Chinese people who do like coffee enough that the Chinese brands are doing just fine and thriving at lower price points. Volkswagen doesn't have much to learn from anyone else when it comes to designing and manufacturing and selling cars, or so we thought. VW used to sell more cars in China than anybody. BYD didn't exist at all until 30 years ago, and now they've taken over the market here, and they're blowing up markets outside China now too. VW was founded in 1937. World War II couldn't even kill Volkswagen, but now the Chinese brands are doing a good job of it. The CEO of Volkswagen: China is the world's most innovative hub for the automotive industry. Not Germany, not Japan, not Detroit. Here is the money line. Operating in China is about proximity to all this innovation and the supply chains. If you don't compete with them in China, you'll still need to compete with them outside China eventually. But small and medium companies outside China can be successful in our local markets by swimming with the current that the IKEAs and the Starbucks and the Volkswagens have no choice but to go against. You're not here now, and you should not come and try to sell your company's products in the Chinese market. And I would love it if you would please stop sending me emails asking for advice how, because you can't. What you can do, though, is dominate in your local markets by bringing in those same companies that are putting our top Western companies out of business. IKEA cannot run the playbook they use in Western markets because Chinese furniture makers build products faster, better quality furniture at lower prices. The same problem is there for Volkswagen and the other car makers. And it's the same story in almost every single other industry. China builds more ships than the rest of the world combined. So if your company is anywhere on this map that is near one of those blue things, if you're on the coast, I mean, companies in the Chinese maritime industry are already making products that you can sell there and dominate in your local market. There are easily over 100 Chinese factories that build high-quality farm equipment. This factory I'm in right now builds recreational vehicles and equipment for a third the cost of factories anywhere else. What does Volkswagen say? This is where the innovation is. This is where the supply chains are. China can be your supply chains. You don't need to dump $1 billion in here to build a factory because the factories are already here. What the Chinese companies are looking for, what they need, are dealers and distributors for local markets. I'm hard put to think of a single industry that China doesn't own the supply chains for, along with the engineering expertise and the factory capacity to turn it into a viable business partnership for you, no matter where you are. Saying that differently, imagine almost any manufactured product, and Chinese factories and engineers will probably build it better and faster and less expensively than you possibly can there. So don't try it. Let the Chinese group do the innovation and the manufacturing and even the logistics to your office door. Instead of competing against these factories and engineers and the supply chains, you should be partnering with them instead. This is Guangzhou. Be good.
Is like a wise man who built his house on a rock. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and yet the house did not fall, for it was founded on a rock. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.